The most mentally strong zodiac signs. Pressure-proof thinking. Mental strength is not pretending nothing affects you. It is being able to think clearly when emotions are loud, plans collapse, and everyone expects an immediate answer. Some people stay steady because they trust facts. Others adapt quickly, detach from panic, or turn stress into a problem they can solve. They may feel fear, frustration, or doubt, but those feelings do not take over the decision. Real resilience appears in the moment when tension is highest and clear judgment matters most. Today, we're looking at the most mentally strong zodiac signs when it comes to pressure-proof thinking. For this ranking, check your Mercury sign and Saturn sign. Mercury reveals how you process information, communicate, and make decisions when circumstances change quickly. Saturn shows discipline, endurance, boundaries, and how you respond when life demands patience or responsibility. Together, they reveal whether stress makes your thinking more focused, flexible, controlled, or overwhelmed. At number 7, Taurus. Taurus stays mentally strong by slowing everything down. When other people panic and rush toward the first available answer, Taurus pauses long enough to ask whether the crisis is truly as urgent as it feels. That resistance to emotional momentum can protect them from choices they would later regret. Under stress, Taurus tends to return to what is known: the facts, the routine, the available resources, and the next practical step. If a plan falls apart, they may feel frustrated, but they rarely want to make the situation worse through reckless action. Their strength also comes from patience. Taurus understands that some crises cannot be solved in one conversation or one night. They can tolerate discomfort long enough for a clearer answer to emerge. Taurus ranks 7th because they may not respond as quickly as others, but their decisions are often steadier. When speed creates mistakes, their refusal to be rushed becomes an advantage. At number 6, Libra. Libra's mental strength appears when a tense situation requires perspective. They can often step outside their own reaction and consider what everyone involved is seeing, fearing, or trying to protect. That ability prevents conflict from becoming more destructive than it needs to be. When pressure rises, Libra may ask the question others have forgotten: what outcome are we actually trying to reach? While everyone else argues about blame, Libra looks for the decision that preserves dignity and avoids unnecessary damage. Even when people pressure them to choose a side immediately, Libra tries not to let the loudest reaction become the final judgment. Their weakness is hesitation. Seeing every angle can make action difficult. But mature Libra knows balance does not mean delaying forever. It means gathering enough perspective to choose without being controlled by anger, pride, or the mood of the room. Libra ranks 6th because their strength is composure through perspective. They remember that a good decision should still make sense after the emotional temperature drops. At number 5, Gemini. Gemini handles pressure through mental flexibility. When the original plan stops working, they rarely remain emotionally attached to it for long. Their mind starts searching for another route, another explanation, or another way to use the information available. This is the person who can receive unexpected news, ask 3 quick questions, and immediately begin reorganizing the situation. While others are still saying, "This was not supposed to happen," Gemini is already asking, "What can we do now?" Their greatest advantage is adaptability. They do not always need certainty before moving forward. They can test an idea, gather new information, and adjust again without treating every change as failure. Gemini's challenge is sorting the useful option from every possibility their mind generates. Too many alternatives can scatter their focus. But when circumstances change quickly, their ability to think on their feet can stop everyone else from freezing. Gemini ranks 5th because pressure often traps people inside one rigid interpretation, while Gemini keeps the mind moving. At number 4, Virgo. Virgo becomes mentally strong by turning chaos into manageable parts. A large problem may overwhelm everyone else, but Virgo starts breaking it down. What happened? What needs attention first? What can wait? And which small detail could create a bigger issue later? Under pressure, they often become more useful rather than less. They make the list, verify the information, catch the mistake, and create a process when nobody else knows where to begin. Their mind feels safer when there is something concrete to solve. Virgo's challenge is overthinking. They can become so focused on preventing every possible error that stress multiplies inside them. But mature Virgo knows the difference between preparation and paralysis. The goal is not a perfect decision. It is the best decision available with the information available. Virgo ranks fourth because their resilience is practical. They do not need the environment to feel calm before they begin creating order. At number 3, Scorpio. Scorpio's mental strength appears in emotionally intense situations. They can sit with information that other people want to avoid, especially when the truth is painful or likely to change the relationship. Under pressure, Scorpio watches closely. They pay attention to what is being said, what is being avoided, and where someone's behavior contradicts the explanation. They rarely want to react before understanding where the real threat is. Their advantage is emotional endurance. Scorpio can feel deeply without immediately revealing everything they feel. This gives them time to decide what deserves a response and what is simply designed to provoke one. The danger is suspicion. If they assume every uncertainty hides betrayal, their concentration can become distorted. But when self-aware, Scorpio uses intensity as focus rather than paranoia. Scorpio ranks third because they are willing to face what others would rather deny. When stress exposes fear, secrets, or power struggles, Scorpio often becomes clearer instead of looking away. At number 2, Aquarius. Aquarius stays mentally strong by creating distance from the emotional noise surrounding a problem. They can step outside the immediate panic and examine the pattern, system, or assumption that produced the crisis in the first place. When everyone is reacting to one person's mistake, Aquarius may notice that the process itself made the mistake likely. When a group becomes emotionally charged, they ask whether people are solving the issue or simply repeating one another's fear. Their judgment is future-focused. Aquarius does not only ask, "How do we survive this moment?" They ask, "What needs to change so this does not keep happening?" That broader view can produce answers nobody considered while focused on relief. Their detachment may feel cold to people who need reassurance first, but that distance becomes useful when panic is distorting the room. Aquarius ranks second because they resist collective pressure. Even when everyone accepts one explanation, they are willing to question it and think independently. And at number 1, Capricorn. Capricorn takes the top spot because pressure often activates their strongest qualities: discipline, prioritization, and responsibility. They may not enjoy the crisis, but once something must be handled, Capricorn begins deciding what matters most and what needs to happen next. They are often the person who remains functional while everyone else is overwhelmed. They make the call, handle the deadline, organize the resources, and accept that feelings may need to be processed after the immediate situation is stable. Capricorn's strength is not emotional emptiness. They may feel the weight intensely, but they do not want panic making decisions for them. They separate what they can control from what they cannot and direct their energy towards something that can produce a result. They also understand endurance. If the solution takes months rather than hours, Capricorn can build a structure and keep following it after motivation disappears. Capricorn ranks number 1 because their thinking remains anchored to consequence. Under pressure, they do not ask what feels easiest now. They ask what will still be the right decision when the crisis is over. So those are the most mentally strong zodiac signs when it comes to pressure-proof thinking. Mental strength does not mean never becoming overwhelmed, anxious, or uncertain. It means noticing those reactions without allowing them to control every choice. Sometimes resilience looks like acting quickly. Other times, it means pausing, asking for help, or refusing to make a permanent decision in a temporary state of panic. Clear thinking becomes strongest when it works alongside self-awareness, emotional honesty, and the humility to adjust. Comment your Mercury sign and Saturn sign below, and tell me how you respond when pressure suddenly rises. Did your sign make the list, or did one section describe the person everyone depends on during a crisis? Like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Zodiac rankings.